Site MTSS Leadership Team Professional Development Overview. The California MTSS framework has 5 domains and 11 features that can be found throughout the California Integrated Supports Project. The California Integrated Supports Project has 3 core features, which include social-emotional learning, culturally relevant practices, trauma-informed practices. Each of these core features has its own components that can be found in the CASTLE framework, the PBIS Cultural Responsive Field Guide, and SAMHSA's concept of trauma and guidance for a trauma-informed approach. In Year 1, school sites will focus on culturally relevant practices. Coaching is evident throughout the project, and the CA-ISP Integrated Supports Project is committed to coaching at the site, the district, and the site leadership team levels. Each leadership team will participate in 3 units of study with 1 additional data team professional development. Unit 1 will focus on team training and voice while understanding a project overview, understanding the district's commitment and that this work is a priority, team composition, team operating procedures, understanding culturally sustaining pedagogy, previewing modules for future planning, and looking at data for equity and understanding disproportionality. Unit 2 will focus on identity through the lens of systems and trainings while understanding the importance of student identity, staff identity, and the community's identity, and taking a deeper dive into implicit bias. We will continue to preview modules for future planning. Team 3 will look at disaggregated data and understand disproportionality, implicit bias, vulnerable decision points, the 4-step problem-solving model, neutralizing techniques, and plan for their site's unique learning pathway based on data. Data teams meetings will take a deep dive into the data and understand how data decision-making can enhance equity, understand how to interpret different types of disproportionality indicators within their data, review the 4-step problem-solving model, understand vulnerable decision points, and create and plan presentations so that they can create and present to their teams. Each leadership team will plan a unique pathway of learning for their school site based on data for equity. Each school site will participate in 6 modules, one of which will include culturally relevant and sustaining practices, and 5 additional models that will embrace equity, voice, supportive environment, situational appropriateness, and data for equity. The second year will follow a very similar structure, and school leadership teams will focus on Tier 2 and supplemental supports for students, social-emotional learning, and trauma-informed screening and practices. We'd like to thank our advisors for their contributions and support of this project, as well as our county partners. If you would like information about the California Integrated Supports Project, please feel free to contact Kirsten Thomas Ackey, the Director of Prevention Supports and Services at the Placer County Office of Education.